What's going on? What's going on? It's your brother, your main, IC Jonez. Welcome to another episode of Hot Seat with IC Jonez. I am your host. You know how it go, man. Right here on Room Service Radio. I'm live every Thursday and Friday, 12 to 2. You know what it do. Make sure you tap in, man. Tell a friend. Check in. Press play and enjoy your stay on Room Service Radio LV. Please share the live with five. Share the live with five people for me. All right? Man, Hot Seat with IC Jonez. I need y'all to subscribe. All right, so do me a favor. You know, after the show, go to YouTube and run it up. Hot Seat with IC Jonez. Do me a favor. Run up Room Service Radio LV. We're also on Instagram if you're watching what's happening with y'all. We also on Facebook, what's going on with y'all. We also on YouTube. Yes, we're live right now, so tell a friend to tap in. You feel me? Now, I'm also on Blink Show TV, so you want to watch the replays, watch some of those interviews I've done in the recent past. Make sure you go to Roku, all right, if you got Roku in the crib, and download the app Blink Show TV. Download Blink Show TV app, and you'll see me under Journalist Repost, all right, Hot Seat with IC Jonez. So once again, Blink Show TV, it's an app on Roku, and I'll be there under Journalist Repost, Hot Seat with IC Jonez. Shout out Blink Show TV. Make sure you follow them on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and go to the actual website, blinkshowtv.com. All right? And support all the people that support the show. You know, you see my commercials, you hear the music. If you like something you hear, go search them out and run up the music. If you like a business and you need that service, run it up, especially cashback tax service for all you artists out there and people who actually need to do your taxes right now for your business, for you as a musician. She's actually getting you some bread. So shout out Jay, you feel me? And of course, if you got a pool, make sure you hit up Overflow Pool Service. All right. Now, today, we have a songstress in the building. You feel me? She really out here putting her foot in the game. You know what I'm saying? And actually got a chance to work with her recently. The Scholars got a chance to do some music with Hitman in the building. So shout out Hitman as well.
Shout out to Hitman.
Man, I'd like to welcome y'all. Hot Seat with IC Jonez, special guest in the 12 o'clock hour, Chantel.
Hi, everybody. How's it going?
What's going on with you?
Chilling with you, chilling with some good people, chilling with this divine orchestration here.
Righteous.
So happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. That's good. Good work, man. So can you let everybody know exactly where you're from originally?
So I'm originally from Southern California, a city called Fontana. Rancho Cucamonga area, Inland Empire.
Okay. IE?
Yep. I'm an IE baby.
The homegirl yesterday was from the IE.
Yeah, that's me. So I came here when I was 18 to go to UNLV, and I've been out here ever since. So
okay. So this is home,
yes,
number 2.
This is home. I tried to go back a couple times, and it just didn't feel right, you know?
Okay.
So that let me know Vegas is home.
Okay. So what feels right about Vegas for you?
Well, you know, actually it's a good question because people always say Vegas has no culture.
Yeah.
I hear that all the time.
Say it.
But that's a lie because where I'm from, there's no culture. We have to drive 45 to 50 minutes to LA to see some culture. Like, it's just, imagine Summerlin just for miles. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's it. There's no downtown. It's nothing. It's just a suburban community. I mean, you have everything you need there, but like, you're not going to get what you get here or in LA or in Detroit or in New York.
Yeah.
You know, so, and also for me, it was close enough to home. You know, it's nothing for me to get home to my family.
Right.
You know, I'm out here on my own, lone wolf.
Really?
Yeah. So, but you know, it's where I built my life. It's where I threw my stones. So,
yeah.
You know, I get more support here than home.
Okay.
So that's why I chose to stay here.
How was the college life? The University of Las Vegas, Nevada?
It was amazing. Taught me a lot. Learned a lot about myself there. Learned a lot about the world. Learned a lot of just educating myself. It was home for 5 years. I graduated. It took me 5 years. Mm-hmm. I got my bachelor's degree in communication studies.
Okay.
But you know, I was living. I was on my own. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, like, to sum it all up, it was a really great experience. And I encourage everybody to go to college if they can.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Do you use your degree?
Kind of, not really. I had to go back to school to get my teaching credential to be able to be a teacher, because that's what I do.
Okay.
Special education teacher. But You know, I tried to get in the field with my communication degree, but it's very competitive.
Okay.
And I don't know, I just didn't want to do it that much.
What is that field, the communications? Exactly. Like, what would you go into with that degree?
You can do a lot. They say, you know, you can do a lot. I chose it, actually, rewind, let's start back.
Okay.
I first started in college as a music major.
Okay.
I was a vocalist music major for the first year, but I just it was a little tough, I'm going to be honest. And I just kind of was spending a lot of money, and I felt like to be an artist, I didn't need it. You know what I mean? I really just wanted to be an artist.
Okay.
But it did teach me a lot about being a vocalist professionally, you know? But then I changed my major to communications because I wanted something that was more versatile, that I could actually get a job doing. Because there's not really too many jobs you could get with a music degree, you know what I mean? That, besides being a teacher, which I'm a teacher already, like. Yeah. But the way I see it, with a communications degree, I can go into multiple fields. Okay. You know, so if I ever want to leave teaching, I could go into PR work, marketing, acting, you know, just anything. Writing, you know, book writing. So it's just, it's a lot of things you can do because a communication degree is really a writing and a speaking degree. So it's like you're trained in writing, the art of writing and speaking and rhetoric. Right. So,
okay. Got it. Now, for you, coming up, and was you born and raised in Fontana?
Yes.
Okay. How was it for you growing up those first 18 years of your life before Vegas?
Rough. I was an underdog.
Okay.
You know, I was an underdog until I moved to Vegas, honestly. I always kind of knew that I wanted to be an artist ever since Diary of Alicia Keys came out. Okay. You know, I was like, this is what I want to be. This is who I am. Like, how do I do that? You know? But the people that I was around, like I was around a lot of people that discredited me or didn't want me to believe in myself, you know? So it was kind of hard for me to believe in myself. And yeah, it was kind of rough, you know? I'm going to be honest, as far as like me tapping into myself as an artist and my confidence. Yeah. You know? So I didn't have the look that all the other girls had that was deemed attractive. Yeah. You know, so like I really, really had to do a lot of inner work to be a confident woman. Yeah. You know, so yeah, and that's real. Like people look at me today and be like, "Oh, she's so cocky, she conceited," and I'm like, "Good, it took a lot of work to get here."
I heard that.
It really did. You know.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. So, do you think it was more like because they couldn't do what you do that they were trying to hinder you from that?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I didn't know that then. But now I'm like, I'm running circles around all y'all. Yeah. Now everybody want to be an artist. Yeah. Now everybody want to be a model. Everybody want to write music. Like when I was doing it, when I was 16, Chantel thinks she's a singer. Chantel thinks, you know what I mean?
It was
like,
funny.
I heard a lot of laughs like that about myself. So yeah, but like now looking back on it, I know that I wasn't wrong. I know that I was right because everybody else is trying to catch up. You know, so everybody else is just now kind of coming into their confidence and who they are, you know, and those same people reach out to me and look up to me. You know what I mean? Be like, oh, you know, I see you, they encourage me, which I appreciate. I'll never like take that away from them because I understand, you know, when you're a kid, things are different. But, you know, it was a supreme sense of validation.
Builds you or breaks you.
Built my character tremendously.
Correct. Shout out Sonny Sparks in the building on Instagram, tapping in.
Hi, Sunny Sparks. Hey, baby. Vegas Diva.
They rocking with you right now on this IG. You feel me? Really commenting. I like this person right here.
Me too. That's my girl.
So shout out to you, Sonny. So then you said Diary of Alicia Keys, right? I don't know what year that was, but when
2001, 2002 maybe.
So when did you find your voice and know that you could sing?
I knew that I could sing when I was about 6 or 5 years old.
Really?
I went to a Christian preschool. Okay. Shout out to Lark in Pomona, California. Okay. Shout out to P-Town, Pomona baby too. All my family's from there. It was 03 Vejan. Okay. It came out in 03. But Diary of Alicia Keys. Okay. But when I was about 5 or 6, you know, they had the kids sing. I always got put in front of the mic. Okay. And I don't really remember preschool that much. Right. But there's pictures of me in my grandfather's house in the front of the choir with the microphone in my hand. So it's like, I don't remember my voice really back then. Yeah. But when I really remember, really, when I was like, oh, I could sing.
Yeah.
Was when I was in the church choir when I was about maybe like 8 years old, and I forget her name, what the choir's lady name was,
Right.
but she stopped the choir and she like, I was kind of sitting in the back, and she stopped the choir and she's like, you all the way in the back. She's like, come here, and I was like, okay. I came up. She said, stand right here in front of this microphone, and I was like, me? Yeah. She was like, stand right here in front of this microphone. And I was like, okay, because she was kind of a stern, kind of a mean lady, But she
So
told
did
me
you think you was in trouble?
I kind of.
Okay.
I was like, and then she was like, and I swear that was my position in the choir, right in front of the microphone. So that's when I was like, oh yeah, I can sing.
Okay.
And then another time, my dad, when I was a kid, I was singing a song. He brought me, and this was a defining moment for me too. In the kitchen table, he probably doesn't even remember this. But
Okay.
He brought me to the kitchen and he made me stand on the kitchen table.
Okay.
And he was like, keep singing, and that was another moment for me that I was like, oh, I think I sound good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I didn't really know.
Right.
But those were two moments when I was really, really young.
So then you come to, like he said, 03.
Mm-hmm.
Is that when you wanted to become an artist?
Yes.
And become Chantel?
Yeah, and I was about in the second grade.
Okay.
That's when I was like this. What is this? Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The artwork, the track list,
Mm-hmm.
The photo shoot, the we don't do albums no more, but it came with a poster.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how do you do this?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when I kind of started. But I was still like very quiet about it on the inside, and I was just studying music. My dad is a music connoisseur, so everything he listened to, I listened to. That's where I got all my musical knowledge from.
Okay.
Like as far as what good music is.
Right.
So yeah, but even to this day, like that's an album that I refer to.
Okay.
So.
Were you raised in a 2-parent household?
Yes.
And what is like something that moms, as a woman, right, embedded in you morally that's still with you today?
Earn your keep.
Okay.
And woman makes her own money.
Yep.
Yep.
I like that.
Even though my mom was married and she had the support of her husband.
Yeah.
My mom was a working woman. And
she wasn't going to be one of the ones where like, yeah, he can go and I'll stay.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm. She, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
That I learned from my mom. Earn your keep.
Okay.
And a woman can't be knocked off her pedestal. A woman who earns cannot be knocked off her pedestal.
Mm.
And same with my grandmothers. My grandmothers were working women, educated women.
Mm-hmm.
I come from a long line of very smart, hardworking, independent women.
Right.
So,
absolutely. And same thing for Pops. What is something he embedded in you morally that still sticks with you today?
confidence.
Okay.
My dad instilled my confidence in me. Entrepreneurship. My dad is an entrepreneurship. Shout out to Pete Town again, Groom Time Barbershop. My dad's owned it for 30 years.
Hey.
Yeah, he took care of us, owning his barbershop. So that was another thing. I never seen my dad work for anybody.
Right. Right.
So that was confidence and just believing in myself.
What is the barbershop called?
Groom Time Barbershop.
Groom Time Barbershop.
I believe the address is 924 East Holt Boulevard.
Okay. So if y'all in P-Town, go get groomed up, man. I feel you. Okay, so music, Chantel the singer, right? You speak about, the trials and the tribulations you go through as a woman in this industry. When did you get into that? Like the first time you noticed, like, wait a minute, this may be kind of harder than I thought.
When I kind of started trying to work on projects, and when I was soliciting studio time, soliciting beats, that kind of has been tough. Right. Soliciting, like, cause I have a particular sound and I have a particular standard of my quality. Right. So, I don't just work with anybody. Right. But yeah, I would say when I really started trying to really get out there and book sessions, I kind of started having a hard time. Okay. And how did you kind of like maneuver? Like, what do you tell the girls out there, the women out there? Because you're still doing it. You're here in the hot seat today. You know what I mean? We was just in the studio last weekend, right?
you're still maneuvering through it. You didn't let it break you once
Right.
again, right? How do you maneuver through and keep going?
The only thing I could really say, for women is to get your bread up. Get your bread up. That's the only way you're going to get respected. That's the only way these people that are in control of things aren't going to try to play you, or try to manipulate you. You gotta get the money. And that's what I don't care how you get the money either. Just get it. Don't let them despise the free lunch. Have you heard of read the 48 Laws of Power? Despise the free lunch.
Because nothing's really free.
Nothing is free. Nothing is free. So, that's that for me. See, okay, when I was in college and I was doing music, like I didn't have money. I was a broke college student with a nickel and a dream, not even $1.
Right.
So, people can take advantage of you for that, especially when you're an attractive woman.
Okay.
So that was probably like one of the hardest parts and the things that I really had to learn and grow through.
Right.
But, I took a step back and I was like, you know what? This isn't going to work. Okay. I'm going to either burn all my bridges in the city or, I need to move different. You know what I mean? And the way to move is just, like I said, get your bread up. If you gotta work.
Yeah.
If you gotta work for 6 months to save your budget.
Right.
Because it's gonna do you way more favors in the long run than trying to get something for free or get something for nothing. Right. And that's what I really want women to understand.
Right.
Especially when you're a muse. Your money is your layer of protection.
Okay. So that's a word you like to use. Tell me about the muse. A
muse, okay, so you know what a muse is? A muse is a source of inspiration.
Okay.
So, in the Greek term, it's, there's 9 goddesses. They're all considered muses, and they all govern over the different arts.
Okay.
And they're all daughters of Zeus, which is daughters of God.
Right.
And poets, artists, whatever you do, they would pray to the muses for inspiration. And the muse would just come and give them their inspiration. So, it's an inspiring woman. And honestly, I can honestly say that in multiple situations in my life, I've been told that. I've been told that, oh, you're inspiring. You're my muse. Like multiple people have said that to me before. And I'm like, what does that say about me? What I mean? So that's, I'm kind of creating a brand based around and writing a book about it.
Okay.
So yeah, I like to use that because that's what I like to do. I like to live to inspire people, and walk within their divine purpose.
Got it.
Yeah. So.
Thank you for breaking it down. So we want to get into Water, featuring
Baller Boy
J. Rose. Okay. Tell me how this came about. This song. I
was shopping for records, shopping for beats. And, I was building a writing team. Still am building a writing team. So if anybody want to be a part of my writing team, reach out to me. But anyways, I got the beat from Vejon. I got a pack from King Vay. And me and Justin just sat down and just was writing. And we came up with Water. And, I was telling him my ideas and telling him my concept. And he held me barred up.
Okay.
And, that's how the record came to be. And, I like the Caribbean, kind of has a Caribbean feel. I wouldn't consider it that, but it has the feel.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how that record came to be. I was just working with Vejon. King Vay, I'm sorry, I keep saying his regular name.
Yeah.
But I was working with King Vay and we made a lot of dope records.
For sure.
That's how Water came to be.
How many records you got with King Vay?
I want to say about maybe close to 10.
Are they all out on the EP? How many out?
Only 2 of them are out.
Okay.
I got a bag full of records that I haven't put out, but
okay.
You
got a bag.
Yeah, most of them are produced by King Vay.
Okay.
And Cody got beats.
Okay, for sure. So those are 2 producers you can work with.
Yeah, that I recently,
okay.
in my recent music making.
Right. Absolutely. And you just got with Hell Gang Hitty.
Yeah, I just got with Hell Gang Hitty, and I'm so super excited to work with him.
For sure.
I feel like he might be a missing piece, a piece that I've been missing.
Okay.
I should have been worked with him.
Got it. It's okay. It's all in timing.
Yeah.
You feel me? King Vay is a dope producer. Cody is a dope producer. Right, musician. You know what I mean? And those are some hitters in the city. So you're working with the right people.
Yeah, and shout out to Skane Davis too, dope engineer. Yeah, great engineer. He got my back.
He's like a phantom.
He's the Phantom of Las Vegas. Everybody knows him, but nobody knows him. Like, but I know him.
For sure. All right. Wait, you got, what is that, a piercing?
Yeah, smiley.
Word?
Yeah, it's smiling. It's my gums.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What inspired you to do that?
Because I have a beautiful smile.
Okay. You say, let me get it pierced. Did it hurt for real?
No, actually, this was my least painful piercing.
Least
I love
painful.
piercings.
Okay.
I don't have no tattoos, so.
Piercings it is. All right. Let's get into Water. Introduce it for me. It's the music video.
Oh, you're going to play the music video?
Yes.
Okay, you are now about to watch Water, produced by King Vape, Culture House, featuring Baller Boy J. Roach. Let's get into it.
Hot Seat with IC Jonez. Room Service Radio. Let's go.
Said you sound like water. I told him water don't have no sound. He said you sound like water. I said in a matter when you drown if I sound like water. Then baby come get a sip if I sound like water. Then when I dip, you dip, we drip. Said you sound like water. I told him water don't have no sound. He said you sound like water. I said in a matter when you drown if I sound like water. Then baby come get a sip if it sound like water. Then when I dip, you dip, we drip, yeah. Because it sound like water. He tryna find out if he gon' drown. Because it sound like water. That boy booking flights out of town. He from Jamaica, wanna kick it out in Vegas. Let me find out that daddy dehydrated. And I hate to say it, king that's under maintenance. You a star, baby, I want you to feel famous. This that water, get a cup and you can drink it. I don't do contamination, it's the safest. Take my mama in the heavens cause they made this. Baby, you can tell after you taste it. You sound like water. I told him water don't have no sound. He said you sound like water. I said in a matter when you drown if I sound like water. Then baby come get a sip if I sound like water. Then when I dip, you dip, we drip. Said you sound like water. I told him water don't have no sound. He said you sound like water. I said in a matter when you drown if I sound like water. Then baby come get a sip if I sound like water.
Like water.
Then when I dip, you dip, we drip. Yeah.
You sound like everything split splash. Suds in the tub, let's take a big bang. If you don't know my name, girl, call me Big Dave. If you drip like I think I'm gonna be Big Made. If you got OnlyFans, we got a big bag. I'm trying to be the only fan that you been hate. Baby, I can ride your wave, facts I've been rare. Water good for the body, that's a big fact. They don't drink it like I drink it, you gon' see that. Trips to the beach just to show you where I be at. All in your stomach just to show you where I'm deep at. All in your ear if they ask you where I sing it.
I told him water don't have no sound. He said you sound like water. I said in a matter when you drown if I sound like water. Then baby come get a sip if I sound like water. Then when I dip, you dip, we drip. Said you sound like water. I told him water don't have no sound. He said you sound like water. I said in a matter when you drown if I sound like water. Then baby come get a sip if it sound like water. Then when I dip, you dip, we drip, yeah.
Hey, scared. Chantel.
Yes, sir. We're in a 12 o'clock hour. Hot Seat with IC Jonez right here on Room Service Radio. You know how I go. It's a beautiful Friday outside in Las Vegas. Won't you take a dip? Sounds like water. Yeah. Listen, man, we got Chantel in the building. You can follow her at I am Chantel _.
It's at _
I am Chantel.
And I'm trying to get it without the underscore.
My bad. Yeah. I was close. So, with that being said, obviously you love that track. It's a single. Mm-hmm. It got a video to it. How many videos you got out?
I want to say, okay, that might have like 3 or 4 videos.
Okay.
But recent ones are 2. That one and Fall.
Fall. Okay. And I seen you had a Christmas song.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
I did a Christmas song.
Yeah. And what was the inspiration behind that too?
I always wanted to put out a Christmas album.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try my best to do it, make it in time for this holiday season.
Okay.
Because that's something you got to start like months prior in advance.
Yes.
But by the time I thought about it, I was like, Christmas is next week. Like, you know, so I really hadn't had time to put out one. And I did a video too, but the file was messed up and I couldn't get it right in time to drop it before Christmas. And it doesn't make sense after Christmas. So, yeah. But, yeah, so I love Christmas. It's my favorite holiday. I love Christmas music. So that's, you know, that's one that I'm going to get under my belt is a Christmas EP.
Word. Absolutely. Now, we got fall. Okay. But people want to hear you sing. You want to sing right now? You want to give them something? Or you just want to let them hear the music?
What you want to hear?
Whatever come to mind. It don't even matter.
Okay.
Give me a verse or something or a chorus or somebody that you know you can channel or yourself, whatever you got.
Okay. This is a classic. At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over. And life is like a song. And I found a dream that I could speak to. A dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to. A thrill that I have never known. Oh yeah, yeah. When you smile and you smile. Oh, and then the spell was cast. And here we are in heaven. For you're mine at last. Shout out to Etta James.
Hey, I hear some ooh wees and some she could sang. Go sis. Yeah. That's that live right there. Let you
That's
know
that live
ain't no
in real.
need for no auto-tune.
But I love auto-tune though. I'm gonna be real.
I'm not saying you don't, but live.
Shoot, it's a sound.
It is a sound, right? And when you're in the studio, things happen.
Yeah.
You feel
Or
me?
melodyne. I don't know if I'm saying the right word. I don't know. I'm not
I don't
engineer.
know. I don't know.
So
I don't know. Ask Vay. Oh, there go one in there. They both good. Okay, so what is like the end, not the end goal, like 5 years from now, what do you want from this industry?
5 years from now, I want to be able to wake up in the morning and say, I am Chantel and do what I want to do and have money in my pocket. I don't have to go to a job. I can go to a job, you know, but I don't have to. And it's really not even about fame for me. It's just about being me, like, you know, just making a way for myself with my God-given talent.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Now, if fame comes, I'll know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And I'll know how to handle it.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking fame, but what I really want, I just really want to be myself.
Right.
And I want to be happy. Yeah. You know, I want to be able to be around creatives, and I don't want to have to worry about money and I'm going to pay my bills.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the main thing for me.
Right. Right. What do you think about doing like covers, like getting paid to be on this fabulous strip somewhere, singing other people's songs to get paid for that? What do you think about that for yourself?
I want to do that. I would do that. I would do it in a heartbeat.
Really?
Yeah. But I don't, who's going to hire me? Like, you know, I don't think I have the right connections in that arena of this. Like, you know, I'm a recording artist. I'm really a recording artist. That's what I really love to do.
Yeah.
But I love to perform live too. But, you know, I still need to kind of like network a little better in that arena.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of opportunity out here.
I believe it.
Right. And man, there's people out there doing that. And I tell people that can sing or that aspire to do this, that's one way to break in and still be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can be this on stage, for a time.
Right.
And get your chicken and then go roast your chicken how
Right.
you want to.
Right.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And on yourself. You
Right.
feel me? But definitely opportunity for that. And it's not about who will hire you. You know what I'm saying? It's more like where would you like to be and go see what's up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because it's a
Okay.
lot of
All right.
openings out there.
Okay.
You feel me? And then you can also create a lane for yourself where like what songs do you know? And why would that song be a fit for this lounge?
Right.
You feel me? Like you
Yeah.
just sung at a James. Sis said that a James will be proud of you. Right? It's like what songs you know and like what crowd would receive that. And these tourists, they all come in all
Right.
ages. You feel me? So
Right.
that's just a
Well,
little game.
I mean, my vision for myself in that arena is to have a residency somewhere, like even if it's just once a month, somewhere that people kind of be at R&B vibes, because that's how you're really gonna build a following,
Yeah. Yeah.
in person. You know what I mean? Especially in a town like this.
Right.
So I do want to do that, but I don't want to say I'm waiting for it. No, I don't expect it to just fall in my lap. But like you said earlier, timing.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
And I do actually know a lot of songs. I used to do covers all the time. Like before I tapped into the recording arena,
Yeah.
I was doing more live work because I had a guitarist in them days. Shout out to Shorty Long from New York City. He moved back though. He don't live out here no more.
Okay.
I miss him very much. But he helped me get my song knowledge up. But we were doing the type of gigs we were doing they were just like open mics and stuff like that. But never like a residency. And maybe I wasn't ready for that in them days, but now I think I could hold down. I know I could hold down a residency. I know I could hold down a set for an hour.
And they pay nice for background singers.
Oh, and I'm willing to do that. Where's that? Where's that?
It's out there. I mean, here's the thing. Like I've done community theater. You know what I'm saying? I've done like independent film. I know a lot. I'm born and raised here, so there's a lot of people, you know what I mean, that I know. Like even Vay probably knows. Like some of these people. So, once I check my mind frame, I'll be like, oh yeah, she does background, or oh yeah, he knows her who actually does the Motown show. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, oh wait, my cousin's auntie is Gladys Knight. Like, you feel me?
Right.
And this is real stuff I'm just coming out with right now on air. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if that's something you want to do or you aspire to do, we can see what it do.
Yeah, no,
You
for
know
real.
what I
Because
mean?
one thing about me is I'm very humble. Regardless of what people like to say or how people want to pay me or how I talk on the internet, I'm very humble in real life. And I'll sing back up. I'll play the background. As long as my time is getting respected,
Yes.
I don't have any problem because this is what I do. Like, this is what I do effortlessly.
Yeah.
And
that's what I'm saying. That's your God-given gift, talent to have vocals. You know how many people wish they could sing? You know what I'm saying? Like, swoon, like, for real. So we'll see what's up. But at the end of the day, I think you're dope when it comes to it. You know what I mean? And y'all go run up her catalog, the music she got out,
Yeah, go check out also my EP that I dropped maybe like 2 or 3 years ago now, called Misunderstood. It has some bangers on there too.
Right.
So you guys will like it.
Facts. Speaking of which, on your social media, you said something like, dudes be tripping how when I'm single as a Pringle. Right? How? Like what? Like
It happens.
now, are you willingly single? Like you've been in relationships, you've been in a breakup, you've had your heart broken, things
Yeah,
of that nature?
I always get my heart broken. Always.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't be breaking hearts?
No,
Oh. Okay.
I don't do that.
No?
Contrary to what I say on the internet, I'm really a good girl. Like I really am. And I don't play with people's emotions. I don't. That's a terrible thing to do, I think. But as far as me, like, sometimes I feel like, dudes, they want to date me or whatever, but they want the cow. What's the saying? You want the cow or the milk without purchasing the cow. And then that's why their feelings be hurt, because
you're not
finna just be over here for nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of, maybe in that sense I could say I'm a heartbreaker, but no, like if I take somebody seriously, if I like somebody and they're respecting my time, they're respecting me as a woman, they're being honest with me, you know, no, I don't move like that. I want to be a married woman one day. Like I told you, like I come from, my parents were married. They were, you know what I mean? So 2-parent household, that's what I know.
Yep.
So that's what I want for myself. But this generation is different.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so they don't think marriage is important. And it is.
Right. Before we get into fall, what is one of the worst, craziest things you've been through that you came out of?
As far as being amused,
just
I almost got kidnapped on the east side. Okay. Yes.
Go ahead.
Somebody saw me because I used to go down to Fremont Street and perform with my guitarist.
Okay.
And I was about 23 years old. This guy had came up to me and asked me for my number, and I gave him my number.
Okay.
And you know, it's crazy because I wasn't as awakened spiritually back then. I've always believed in God, but I wasn't as tapped in. And I got a bad vibe from him when he first walked up to me, but I was just whatever, being overly nice, not having boundaries. So I gave him my number, and he asked me out to eat, whatever. I went out to eat with him. He was getting on my nerves while we were eating, and I just was still getting bad vibes. So, but I was like, whatever. I came out with him. He paid for my food, so I'm going to just
ride it out.
You ride it out, So I get in, so we get back in the car, and we're driving through, and he's like, oh, let's go to the peak. What is it off
the view?
The view on the
top of the
east
city.
side, yeah. So, but God was with me. God was right here.
But God
was right here, because I had no business being up there, like, you know what I mean? But I went up there anyways, and I'm up there, and I'm like, damn, there's nobody up here. Like, this man is weird. Like, you know what I mean? Because he had like TVs in his car, so he's like, we're gonna watch TV or whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm a sitting duck right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if he wants to do something to me, he's gonna like succeed. And he like had a weapon in the car already. I already knew he had a weapon, so I was kind of boxed in. But these kids were they came up the hill and they started drag racing. And all of a sudden, they're coming down the hill, boom, 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 boom. All of a sudden, I hear skirt. They spin out. Car crashed. Flames come up. I'm at the top of the hill.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God, we got to go help him. You know what I mean? So we drive down, and like, literally, this was the craziest night of my life. Like, I blocked this out of my mind for years. But the car was on fire. So I get out the car and I walk up to the car. He's trying to get out the car. His hips broke. Okay. And the car is like flipped over. Yeah. And I pulled him out of the car, like, grabbed him under his arm, and I'm pulling him out of the car. Yeah. And then I called the police. Minutes later, we're surrounded by police. And then, the guy, though, once the police got there, I noticed his demeanor. Like, he was far off, like, way in the corner. I'm talking to the police, whoop. And then, so that's all over with. Then I leave because, I had to shake the spot. And then he just took me to another dark location. Like, you know what I mean? And I was just like, all right. This is
after all
weird.
that?
Yeah.
Bro, take me home.
I don't know why I was in the car with this man. And, I was like, something really could have happened to me. Like, he took me to another dark location, and he's like, it's like 2 a.m, and I was asking him to take me home, but he was like ignoring me, And I was like, okay, like, I didn't want him to know that I was alarmed. So what happened after that? I just wouldn't get out the car with him. I just stayed in the car. And then so he gets back in the car, and then we're driving closer to UNLV. Now I'm in my territory because at the time I lived right by UNLV. And then he takes me to the third dark location. So I was like, oh, no. My hairs back of my neck was standing up. But see, now I was in a familiar area. So, because at the time I wasn't really that familiar with the east side. And so I said, all right, I had on a backpack. I had on some boots. It was like an alleyway. And he comes over to the side of my car. And mind you, he came to me because I was being amused. So understand, this is the burdens of amused. Like, you know what I mean? The type of danger that we be in. So he comes to the side of the car, And I'm like, all right, you're not finna like this. I just tightened up my backpack. And as soon as he opened the door, I was just like, doosh, the dash. And I start running. He starts chasing me.
Whoa.
He starts chasing me in his car. Yes. Down Maryland Parkway. I'm running down Maryland Parkway. And it's like 3 a.m. And he's, sending me all these texts to my phone like, you black, whoop-de-whoop-whoop. All y'all want is a free meal. And so I hit into a parking lot. There was one car in the parking lot. Mind you, it was 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I didn't even think he would find me in the parking lot, but he did. He comes in the parking lot. He's circling in the parking lot looking for me.
Wow.
And I'm just like behind the car, like, what the fuck? Like circling around the car so he doesn't see me.
Yeah.
Like, But then after that, he left me alone, I guess, because I got called the police at that point. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? But that was the worst thing that ever happened to me.
Goodness gracious.
As a songstress, that came from me, like somebody seeing what I do.
Yeah.
And just getting close to me. But
Right.
I was like 22 at the time. Very naive.
Yeah.
And like I said, I had a dime and a dream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was, I want to say like, I was like, I needed groceries or something, like, you know what I mean? So him taking me out, that was all he had to do. Was take me out to eat.
Mm-hmm.
That was a learning lesson for me though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't leave my wheels.
Worth more than that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now that takes me to the greatest thing that has happened to you. Like, one of the greatest things, because, our life it's dope.
Becoming an auntie.
Okay.
Yes. Becoming an auntie. I love my nephew so much.
Okay.
Another thing, what is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me? I don't know.
That's one of
my
them,
life
though.
is kind of sad, honestly.
Being, whatever. Being an auntie, which he was trying to get something. Yes. Which is like, another life that comes in, right? And you don't have any children, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now you get to nurture,
right?
Somebody that you love that came into this world, right? So I feel that. I feel that. But your life is what you make it.
Yes.
And
that's what I believe.
The moments that you spend in the studio creating are dope moments. You feel me? The record we got is dope. It was a dope moment.
Right.
You know what I mean? And,
divine orchestration.
Right? So like moments like that are dope to me because they forever are etched in stone. You can't take that away. You know what I mean? So I want to get into fall. It's the audio.
Okay.
Y'all go run the video up though.
Yeah.
All right.
My YouTube channel is I am Chantel. Just type that in. It'll come up.
All right. So introduce it to us.
Now introducing Fall, produced by King Vay. Shout out to Culture House. Let's get into it.
One love. Let's go. I see what I see.
Oh, nah, nah. It was an evening. You really couldn't see that well. I shine like Hollywood. Everything had felt unreal. Lit with the flashing lights. Feeling oh so sookie. Fella play your cards right. Got a pamphlet for a rookie. Things have become clear once I step back outside. You never really know how hard you fall. With an open-minded heart involved. Open-minded hearts involved.
Yes, sir. Hot Seat with IC Jonez on Room Service Radio. Chantel in the building. That was fall.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Speak on before we get up out of this. On anything you feel important?
No, well, I think we kind of touched on most of the things. I just want to lose sight of their vision, stay prayed up, do God's work, and shoot for the stars. Don't give up on yourself. It gets lonely, it gets rough. We face a lot of disappointments, but keep going. That's all I can say.
Going. I rock with it, man. That's why I was asking you, what makes you do it? And it's what you love to do.
It's what I love to do, and it's what I do effortlessly.
Effortlessly.
I haven't been good at anything else. Aside from being a teacher, but I don't even think I'm the best teacher in the world. I just think my personality is very beneficial. Just them knowing and being mentored by somebody like me is what's good, So just being a light, and in general, whether it's with music, whether it's with my job, that's me, and that's what I want to do.
Right.
So I just want to be a light with my God-given talents.
For sure. Absolutely. Once again, y'all, Chantel in the building. All right.
Thank you, IC Jonez. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. How they follow you? Tell them where to follow you.
You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram @_I am Chantel, or you can go to www.IamChantel.com. And
YouTube
is I am Chantel as well.
For sure.
And my Facebook page is Chantel.
All right.
So
let's go.
Let's
go. She got a catalog out there.
And we about to get it. We didn't even speak on that. We about to get another one. We're working on another one. It's about to be the hottest R&B project out of Vegas. Since
go.
702, period.
I believe in it, for real. Your girl got a voice. She can sing. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we about to go into the 1 o'clock hour. Don't go nowhere. My home girl, she finna pop up. You feel me? Dope Christian hip hop. You feel me? 805 South in the building, okay? So give me a minute. We're finna go to a break, but we'll be right back on Hot Seat with IC Jonez at Room Service Radio. You know we live every Thursday and Friday, 12 to 2. You know what it do. Let's go. The Crown Custom Extensions. We have raw Cambodian, raw Burmese, and raw Indian. 12 inches all the way up to 26 inches. We also have closures and frontals. Premium virgin hair as well that will easily lift to a 613. Yes, you can dye it blonde. We have custom wigs and ready-to-ship wigs. The Crown Custom Extension. Tight curly, deep wave, or a loose wave. They're all reusable up to 3 to 4 years with proper care. Join a community of luxury hair lovers that appreciates only the best. Contact your master wig artist, J. Marie Hill. Phone number 310-853-2606. You can shop online at BeCrownCustomExtensions.com. Also, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at BeCrownCustomUnit. Hey, to all our crown beauties, we want to personally thank you for shopping with us online. Enjoy 10% off your next purchase with the code BKBeauty21. Shop our online store, Be Crowned Custom Extensions.
Yo, we reppin' the Almighty King around here. Yeah, so if your team rep Jesus, throw your city. And where you from? My team rep Jesus. Let's go. My team go hard. My team rep Jesus. Let's go. We about to go hard. Yeah. My team rep Jesus. That's right. My team go hard. My team rep Jesus. We about to go hard. Yo, first up we got San Diego. Where you at?
ain't finished. Warriors, come out and play. Let's go. Enemies, they about to get slayed. For sure, my team rep Jesus. My team go home. For sure, my team rep Jesus. My team go home.
My team rep Jesus. Let's go. My team go home. My team rep Jesus. Let's go. We about to go home. My team rep Jesus. That's right. My team go home. My team rep Jesus. We about to go far.
About to go far, about to go far.
We about to go far.
About to go far, about to go far.
Yo, Jay, rep the game.
My team rep Jesus, my team go hard. I'm the MVP and I'm finna go far. Check my track record, it's never been the cleanest. When I got knocked down, I stood up in Jesus' name. So I walk in the darkness, I'm a shining light. You can't get me down, diamonds sparkling in the night. Used to score a touchdown, I'll be a deep free shooter. Still catch me churching in my three-piece shooter. People get moved by the devil, but Jesus is my captain. Seeing fools walk the plank cause the devil had a captain. My worship game is active, his word is immaculate. And anything you crack it, my Bible I'll be practicing.
My team rep Jesus. My team go hard. My team rep Jesus. We about to go far. My team rep Jesus. My team go hard. My team rep Jesus. We about to go far. Let's slide down.
Jones.
We about to go far. We gon' keep it on the West Coast.
Heaven on earth, baby.
Yo, Vegas.
Look.
J-E-S-U-S, yes, this mess, confess, heart in my chest, invest, love, and just say yes, sitting on the right hand, cover me a lifespan, yeah, I'm with the right man, shining like a light stand, Bible on my nightstand, never say can't, cause I know God can, hard in the paint, got a brush and a paint can, life is the canvas, no longer in Kansas, heaven on earth, pray you understand this, birth to the dirt, spread the gospel around the globe, the earth my turf, I shine, I glow, send me, I'll go, I shine, I glow, whoa.
My team rep Jesus. My team go hard. My team rep Jesus. We about to go far. My team rep Jesus. My team go hard. My team rep Jesus. We about to go far. We about to go far.
Yeah. Jones, Vegas City, guns, let go. Hey. That's my brother, that's my brother. Never turn my back on my brother, that's my brother. Oh, that's my brother, that's my brother. Never let a sucker talk bad about my brother. Oh, that's my brother, that's my brother. Never turn my back on my brother, that's my brother. Oh, that's my brother, that's my brother. Never let a sucker talk bad about my brother. Oh, you know we back like a spinal tap. Although we never left like a red rat. Oh, hop in the booth, murder the track, kill. And you know we killed a mic like a toe tag. When it comes to this rap, boy, I'm top tier. No opinion, this fact, make that clear. No cap here, all claps here. Make a bet, cash checks, I'm the cashier. 500 each, boy, we made a grand. We ain't have to sell crack, wasn't wearing grand. But on Instagram, Jones and Goods had fans. On the block, selling hard copies hand to hand. That's my brother, that's my brother. Never turn my back on my brother, that's my brother. Oh, that's my brother, that's my brother. Never let a sucker talk bad about my brother. Oh, that's my brother, that's my brother. Never turn my back on my brother, that's my brother. Oh, that's my brother, that's my brother. Never let a sucker talk bad about my brother.
I could never switch, stand firm in the trenches with my brother. If he did it, I'll never snitch. Even if you wrong, I'ma stand right next to you, homie. Give a what these on. And you can't catch me with a chick you already bone. She smiling in my face, I'm telling IC Jonez. Loyalty is what it is till I'm dead and gone. It's still senior scholar if you ain't knowing. Reppin' Vegas all night to the early morn. Double cup of yak, and I'm blunt blowing. On the heaty beat, hella outspoken. Me and IC Jonez, we the wave like the ocean.
That's my brother, that's my brother.